Hey everyone, welcome back to Where's Will's Manufactured Home Tours, and thank you for clicking on this video and spending some time with me today. I first want to remind you and maybe let you know, did you know that I'm giving out $25 Amazon gift cards for every video? And all you have to do is just leave a comment. No purchase necessary, no other shenanigans. We're just going to pick a random comment on every video. So join me on Wednesdays and stick around to the end of the video to find out who won last week's video. So that's what we're going to do at the end of this video. But before all of that, let's send it back out to Louisville, Kentucky, where I took a home tour of a great home built by Champion Homes. So let's get on out there and let me tell you all about it.
And we're back in Louisville, Kentucky, everyone, at the Kentucky Expo Center. And you know what's awesome is that they can fit 40 of these homes or more in a location like this, inside, away from the snow. That's rad. But hey, this is the Cascade 3272 H42A2V, built by Champion Homes in Dresden, Tennessee. Now, this is a 4-bed, 2-bath sitting at 2,184 square feet. The dimensions of this home is about 72 feet by 30 feet, and the exterior is mighty nice. Now, I'm going to guesstimate this home for about $190,000 on up, but let's continue our home tour.
Where's Will?
All right, everybody. So walking into this home, we've got 8-foot side walls, flat ceilings throughout. We've got candle lighting. I do like that little bit of separation right here from the living room to the kitchen area. Now, the living room is 18 feet 3 inches by 14 feet 4 inches, and that's a nice size, I'd have to say, for a living room, especially to handle, a 4-bed home. So you can imagine there's going to be, possibly a nice big family living here. Now, before we get going, do me a favor, hit that like button. It always helps the channel out, gets this video out to more people. And if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. That way, I'll alert you whenever these home tours are posted on Wednesdays and Fridays, and you can be the first ones to see it. But now, let's take a look at this kitchen. Now, I love the kitchen layout here. We have a sit-in counter space right there for at least 4. It's actually a smaller island, which is kind of nice. And then over here, this dining area is right off to the side here, which is about the standard size, about a 10 foot by 9 feet 5 inches. And then over here, I like the color scheme. I like the light island, and I like the dark cabinetry. We got a small window there letting that natural light in. And as you see, we have a coil stove there. And you can change that in the ordering process. You could change, the stainless steel to white, black appliances if you need gas, all of that good stuff. I love this little nook right here. It's a nice little, coffee spot, dry bar area. That's cool. And we have plenty of cabinets and cupboards. And remember, everybody, at the end of this video, we're giving out $25, and I'd love to give you a $25 Amazon gift card for your comment next week. Remember, just leave a good comment for us. Now, you can, or just let me know what you think about it. Give me a 1 if you're like, man, this home is, nice cabinet. Give me a 2 if it's, standard manufactured home, great job. Well, or bad job, well, either or. And if you like it, give us a 3, maybe tell me why. And if you love it, give me a 4, and of course, tell me more. And as you notice, these cupboards and drawers are not soft close, so that's a consideration. But I do love the backsplash. That backsplash is a nice accent. Like I said, kind of a small island, but it's pretty impactful. Now, you have a standard dual sink with a pull-down faucet. You can always probably change that for, an apron sink, a farmer sink, whatever you would like. And you also have, of course, your dishwasher right there, which is nice. And over the stove, of course, you have your microwave range hood. That's nice. But see, I like this wall. It kind of gives you a little bit of a separation, gives you kind of like, just a feeling of more space wherever you are at. And walking down here is what I find really cool for my family. There's 5 of us. So this area would be amazing. You have your entertainment center, right there in the middle, 2 big windows, plenty of room for, hey, right there you've got your foosball table. You could even put a pool table in this area. What would you do with this area? I would probably just turn it into a nerdy den, let me tell you. But, computers, pinball, stand-up arcade machines, that's what I would do. Let me know what you would do in those comments below. And let's continue on. Let's go check out the utility room. Now, the utility room being all the way to the back here is pretty nice because it gives you the door, gives you an opportunity to build on the outside of that door, or even maybe put a garage on there. That's pretty cool. And as you see right here, you have your furnace to the left, and right there behind those hooks, that is where your water access is for your water heater. Now, what's cool about this, though, it comes with the wash sink right there. You have your electrical panel right in the middle of that wall, and then right over here, you have plenty of room for your side-by-sides and a metal shelf up there. So that's pretty convenient. I do like the trim all around the house. We have a darker trim with this lighter color wall. I do like that. It's a nice touch, you know. And now check out the gas bath here. Nice. We have dual vanities, which is good, especially for a bigger size family. And 3 rooms over here, that's nice, especially when you're getting ready in the morning for school and things like that. That's cool. Can lighting makes it all easier because it's all built into the walls. You don't have any external, things protruding. Nice shower here. You have your standard 30 by 60 with that window up top. That is nice. A standard toilet right there. Nice touch. Hooks right there to the right. I like it. Overall, that was a great guest bath, I would say. And it's positioned well because, like I said, you have this play area here, this family area here, and then it's surrounded by the 3 beds, which is cool. Now, the first guest room right here is we could pretty much say it's the biggest one. This is 10 feet 4 inches by 14 feet 4 inches. See, you have your carpet option in here. You could always, opt for the linoleum, but I like the carpet in the bedrooms for sure. Taking a look at the closets in here. Now we've got metal shelves and board and batten closets. So the wall is a little different. That does kind of help this home be a little more affordable. So that is something to consider. And if you want to know more about the option to change that, there's a link in the description below. Click on it. You'll see some photos, some videos, 3D tours that we took. But most importantly, find out where you can see this home in person and get the pricing directly from a retailer near you, because pricing is different all over the U.S. Now, this second guest room is 11 feet 8 inches by 10 feet. It is the smallest room for the guest room, so just to let you know. And one thing I just noticed too, if you noticed it as well, the air and the heat come from the floor in this home. I'm loving the beamwork up there, just overall presentation. I like that. Now we're going to check out the last guest room. Now the last guest room here is just about the same size as the first guest room. This is 10 feet by 14 feet 4 inches. Nice window. Again, the can lighting. All the rooms have plenty of power outlets, and they're where they should be. So that's awesome. Every room, as you see up top, has the fire alarm standard. Everything is standard. And what's cool about these manufactured homes, thinking about the kitchen, is you get that stove, you get that fridge, you get that dishwasher. It comes along with it. You don't have to get that after the fact. It comes with it. So that is a nice feature. And remember, let me know what you think about this home. Give me a 1, give me a 2, maybe a 3 or 4, and tell me more. But overall, coming in and out, like I said, it feels like there are big separations for the home, and it doesn't feel so open concept, which is a nice touch because, as you know, most of these homes are open concept. Stick around to the end of the video, of course, to find out who won last week's Amazon gift cards, and stick around till next week and see who wins for these. Now we're walking into the primary, which of course is the biggest room. We have nice two big windows right there. The room size here is 14 feet 4 inches by 14 feet. Almost a perfect square. Looking pretty nice. We have plenty of room. In this room, you have the lino. You don't have the carpet. So just to point that out. Now walking into the primary bath, this is pretty darn nice. We have a drawer bank right in the middle there. You have dual vanities, big mirrors to get ready, and a transom window over this spectacular soaking tub. And as a matter of fact, this soaking tub is 72 inches by 42 inches. And I love the counter space around, and then the built-up counters up top to keep, your things. That is pretty nice. I like that. And then along with that bath, it does have a shower here. Now that step off is probably about a 4-inch step off, I'm gonna assume here. But the shower here, the shower is a 36 by 60 shower. Nice tiling. Good choice there. Now you could always, and when you go into the ordering process, if you're ordering one from the factory and not taking it straight off of like a dealership, you can change that color. You can change the tile colors, the tiling, the wall color, the toilets. You could change a lot about this home. What would you change? Let me know. Let me know in those comments below. And now, of course, we're going to walk in and check out the primary closet. Now, the primary closet, as you see, it's board and batten. Makes it a little cheaper. My quote of $190 could be wrong. Hit that link in the description below. I do like the fact that they have a small built-in shelving unit right there. Makes it a little convenient. We have plenty of space though to add things. If you wanted to get like one of those little islands, you could probably put in there with plenty of space. Just some ideas. But overall, I am digging this affordable home by Champion Homes Dresden. This is the Cascade 3272H42A2V. That was a lot of ABCs right there. But this 4-bed, 2-bath seemed really nice, really spacious, really big. I liked it. You have this living space. You have your family space over there. But hey, thank you for joining me on this home tour. And let's get back onto the office and talk more about it. Hey everybody, welcome back from that home tour in Louisville, Kentucky. I hope you enjoyed the home built by Champion Dresden. The Cascade, I thought had a great amount of square footage. I liked a lot of the color choices. I really enjoyed the family space in this home. Where you have your family room, opposite from your living room, and then your 3 bedrooms, really kind of separate from each other. I like that. That was a nice touch. I did like the way it was kind of separate. The way the living room kind of had not an archway, but like a little bit of a separation, so it wasn't totally open concept. Like I said, I love the choices, the designs, the colors, everything. What would you change with it? Let me know. And of course, remember to let me know what you thought about this home, because we are giving out $25 Amazon gift cards for every video right now. And let me know. Like, give me a 1 if you're like, meh, Will, why are you doing this home tour? What are we thinking today, right? Give me a 2 if it's just a standard. Okay, cool. Great. Thank you for the tour. Give me a 3 if you like it. Let me know. Maybe let me know why. And if you love it, give me a 4 and tell me more. And like I said, on Wednesdays, we're going to give out 2 gift cards for the previous week's videos. And, what I wanted to talk about before we get to there, is one comment that I got this week was something to the accord that I needed to know my terminology when it comes to manufactured housing. And if you follow the channel to any degree, the word mobile home for me, look back at all my videos, that was a bad word, because I am actually younger than the HUD code. The HUD code was June 15th, 1976, and after that we didn't have any more mobile homes. They're all manufactured homes. They're modular. They're prefab. But there's always been a lot of discussions in the housing industry when it comes to that terminology, because there's always, of course, that stigma that goes along with it. As a content creator and somebody who does these home tours, I have to kind of keep in tune and in line of what people are searching. And unfortunately, people are still searching for mobile home, for these other trailers. They're not a trailer. I can go on and on and on. I can even get onto the differences of HUD and mod codes and everything else. But you know what? Overall, with all of the discussions that I've always had about this thing, and I've even gone on podcasts about it,
is it's just a word. It's just yes. I personally don't like the word mobile home. I don't like the word trailer. But in different areas in the U.S., people still call it what they want to call it. And overall, it doesn't matter what you call it. It's a home. It's someone's home. And again, if you've watched the channel, I've said it before. One of my first memories in life is in a pre-HUD white trailer in Baldwin Park. But that was my home. And I've been in and out of manufactured housing, throughout my life. I've lived in one in El Monte. It was a 14 by 56, I think it was. And then I had a double wide with a tag out in the high desert. But it doesn't matter because, for me, those were my homes. And right now my home is an apartment. But it doesn't matter what the word is. It's someone's home. And that's what I'm trying to bring is affordable home options for everyone. So with that, let's talk about who I'm going to give out a $25 gift card for my live last week, because I was out in New Mexico over at Solitaire Homes and I saw this cool house, and I did a live because I didn't have any time to edit. So if you haven't had a chance to see that, go back, check it out. But that winner would be at Island Girl 8067. And this is what they said. This home is a winner. Beautiful kitchen, so many cabinets, sink and a utility room. I love the porch, nice hangout spot. Actually, it was really nice. A huge pantry, a big master closet that's not in the bathroom. See, that's a dividing factor, in the community. A pretty master tub, toilet, and the water closet instead of next to the tub. I would live in this one. So yeah, actually, I would live in that one too. I loved the porch in the back. I love the space. I love the separation of the dining room. But so yep, Island Girl 8067. I'm going to send you a Amazon gift card. Just send me your email to Will, W-I-L with one L, at manufacturedhomes.com. But I'll reach out as soon as I possibly can. And also for Friday's video, which Friday's video was, which one was this? This one was the Louisville, Kentucky, and I was on the road there too, driving across. And this one was by, gosh, what was it? Oh yeah, Timber Creek Housing. They are a great company. Check them out. And the winner for that video today is at Zozier-Y3M. If I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. The pet room is a game changer, not only for cats and dogs, but also if a prospective buyer is into gardening, has children who likes to get muddy playing in the yard. If the yard is to have a pool or a property close to a swimmable body of water, etc. Sorry for my bad reading there. They really laid out the house, decorated it well, and also has a nice little touches that together make this house a family. Can be proud to call home. Sorry, bad reading. That's on me. And I saw that and I chose that one because, through my travels, of course, you have communities where there's pools and everything else like that. But more so, I've actually seen homeowners get their piece of land and they build ponds in their backyard. Literal ponds, and a lot of open back, field area, a lot of forestry. So yeah, I didn't even think about that. I just thought about my husky and my old little Australian Shepherd, but I didn't think about everything else. I mean, I thought maybe my kids because it's a mud room, but yeah, that's brilliant. So at Zozier Y3M, reach out to WIL at manufacturedhomes.com and I will send you an Amazon gift card. And remember to comment on this one and the next one coming up. But I have to get back to work before somebody walks by and says, hey, you're spending too much time on the video. Not really. They never say that. But thank you again for spending some time with me, everybody. I can't wait to do this again on Friday. We'll see you then. Remember to leave us a comment and live smarter. Choose manufactured. Have a wonderful day. Travel easy. We'll see you then.